So, growing up in the UK, the culture is, if you don't drink, well, there must be something wrong with you.
It is often described as one of life's simple pleasures, having a drink.
For a long time, I managed to block alcohol out. It didn't really bother me, and I wanted to be a pro tennis player.
We as a nation get drunk more often than drinkers anywhere else in the world.
But you see, that all changed, because just before my 16th birthday, while on a post-exam GCSE boys trip, I decided that it was finally time to become a man.
What are you doing?
And, did I hate the taste of it? Yeah. But this new sense of confidence and this new sense of belonging with my friends, we had this new thing that we could all do together, kind of made me feel like this is the new me. This is what I've been missing all this time.
And I mean, for a while, it was all right. I mean, school obviously finished because COVID hit, but modelling kind of kept me intact. Admittedly, I did have a little bit of a binging problem, but it wasn't like overly evident then. But then university started, and I got lonely really quickly.
Britain has a drinking problem that needs to be addressed.
Anyway, I need to pack, because tomorrow I'm going to Glasgow for the first time in my entire life, on a train at 4:30 in the morning, which, as you can probably tell by my face, I am very excited for.
One night binge drinking every 2 months turned into blackout every night, and I started going to bed at 7 a.m. almost every morning. Now the problem is, when you then start to include the fact that I wasn't exactly doing a pushover uni course, my time for everything else started to, completely evaporate. I mean, exercise out the window. My ability to cook, that was just either cereal, noodles, or a ready meal 3 times a day, every day. And that's all because I thought I couldn't be happy unless I was going out drinking and getting smashed.
Even though I was surrounded by people, this is the loneliest I've ever been in my life. You're drowning, but no one's really listening.
I am really struggling with it, to be honest. I haven't felt as lonely as I did last night for a very, very long time.
And Glasgow Central.
It's shite being Scottish!
Now, to be honest, I still don't even really know exactly how to approach this topic. I find it almost embarrassing, really, because it's so not me. But by Christmas that year, I literally wanted to die. And I remember standing on the edge of my balcony, not my balcony, but my window at university, in my university halls, trying to find a reason not to jump. And basically, my best mate called me, and if he hadn't, I don't even know if I'd be here today. I don't even know why he called me, to be honest, but yeah. Now, I'd love to say after some deep thought that I quit drinking, but I didn't.
And I did try to make some effort. I mean, after I came back from Christmas, I did try to limit myself to only, 3 days of drinking. And things started to look up again. I started hanging out with my friends outside having blacked out drunk, which was, fantastic. I also started exercising more, which, if you know me, is kind of an essential thing to my mood. And I also started posting TikToks again, which might not sound like a big deal, but by this point I'd literally given up. And, my account, albeit not the one that you probably know, started to have a little bit of a renaissance. And, things were good. And, don't get me wrong, that was fantastic. But you see, the problem is that second wave of success also led to, a second wave of drinking. When you start getting invited to brand events, they all come with a free bar. And the problem is that when you arrive, you're kind of ushered towards it because, they want everyone to have a fantastic time, which I understand. But the problem is, as someone who can't really control themselves around alcohol, that is like the worst thing that could ever possibly happen to you.
And when you then sprinkle in the fact that I wasn't a particularly confident guy at this point, and, I had massive imposter syndrome, one thing kind of leads to another, and you kind of just end up always having a drink in hand. And I was looking in the mirror, and I was seeing someone that I didn't even recognize. The kid that played sports 7 times a week, the kid that dreamed of being a doctor or a professional tennis player, the kid that revised 10 hours a day and wanted to change the world, wasn't there anymore. And, you know, when I looked in the mirror, I was numb. I wasn't proud of who I saw. I saw a man that was always chasing short-term highs. I started to realise that I needed to quit, and I tried not once, not twice, but 7 times. And the reason for that is, number one, my own fault, because, you know, in social situations, I always felt like I needed a drink, so at first, I didn't really have the confidence to deal with it. And secondly, have you ever tried telling people that you normally drink with that you no longer want to drink? Normally the reaction is a bit along the lines of, oh, well, you know, oh, you're boring now, mate, oh, too good for us, blah blah blah, and like, you know, then you're like, oh no, of course I'm not, and then you start drinking again. It's tricky.
This is not natural, man. It's a great outdoors.
Welcome to the remotest and highest train station in the entirety of the UK. Also, welcome to Scottish summer.
915 days ago, I quit alcohol, and I have never looked back. And fine, you know, people do call me boring now, and to be honest, maybe I am. But what they don't realise is that I might have lost a couple of good nights out, but what I gained back was that kid that wanted to change the world, and that is a trade that I would make every single day of the week. You know, and one of the toughest realizations that I've had to come to over the last 2 years is that alcohol isn't your friend. It kills 70 people a day in England, 600,000 people in the UK are dependent on it, and it is one of the 3 drugs that can literally kill you from withdrawals. I mean, that's something even opioids can't do. Alcohol is a dream, it's a mirage, it's something that's sold to us by money-hungry corporations with big glossy marketing budgets so that we can escape problems that we don't want to face. But if I can give you one piece of advice in this small cabin in the Scottish Highlands, is that if you drink to run away from who you are, no matter how far you run, you will never escape yourself. And that's just the reality of it.